यार आज 15 तारीख है और हम अभी यहाँ पे लेह में हैं। अभी लेह के जिस होटल में रुके हैं, जिस डॉर्मेट्री में रुके हैं, अभी यहाँ से निकल रहे हैं। और फिलहाल तो मैं अकेला ही हूँ। तो मैं आज पहला दिन है यहाँ पे बाहर निकला हूँ। तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ यहाँ पे लोकल जो जगह है वो घूम लूँ। पहली बार मैं पेट्रोल पंप पे जाऊँगा, पेट्रोल भरूँगा। और ये हमारी डॉर्मेट्री। अभी सुबह 11:45 हुए सुबह के। और आज मेरा प्लानिंग है कि लेह की यूनिवर्सिटी में जाऊँ आज। वहाँ पे केमिस्ट्री डिपार्टमेंट जो है वहाँ पे मैं एक बार देख के आ जाऊँ क्या है। अगर कुछ मैं मदद कर सकता हूँ, अगर मैं किसी तरह से कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाऊँ लद्दाख के लिए, तो मुझे बहुत खुशी हो जाएगी। देखते हैं अभी, अगर वो खुला होगा, किसी से बात कर पाऊँ मैं तो सही रहेगा। और फिर वहाँ पे अगर कुछ ये कश्मीर रोड पे है ये जो लेह यूनिवर्सिटी, 15 किलोमीटर यहाँ से, तो करीब 20 मिनट लग जाएगी मुझे वहाँ पे पहुँचते। तो चलिए अभी पेट्रोल भर के फिर आगे आपसे मिलता हूँ। Just 500 rupees fuel was required for entire tank to get filled up to brim. So this is the main chowk of Leh. So if you go straight, you'll go to Srinagar. If you go on the left side, this side, you go to Manali. If you go on the back side, it is Leh city. And you can see the snow-capped mountains ahead. We are heading towards Leh University. It is 15 kilometers from here. 5 kilometers, not 5 kilometers, little less than that is airport. So this is the airport route. So it's almost 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'm hoping that at 11:30 I'll be reaching to Leh University. Hopefully it will be open and I'll be able to talk with the people who are working in chemistry department, at least one or two. If I'll be able to talk, I'll feel happy. So this is the Leh airport. It is very close to the place where I'm staying. It is a walkable distance. In case if the person is not feeling breathlessness, that person can even walk to Leh airport. For the first time I tried to walk to this far, but later on I gave up, and I took a bike ride for me. So the bike rider did not had any idea where to go. I did not had any cell phone with me or a SIM card with me which was working here, and I had booked the same hotel where I'm staying now. However, I was not able to find its location as the SIM card was not there. This is the thing about, or this is the situation which I faced in 2021, where I came in using a airplane. But right now I'm very much aware of the things, so we can very easily navigate. We have SIM card also which works here. वो जो राइट साइड में जो दिख रहा है ना, वो यूनिवर्सिटी है। कितने शांत से माहौल में यूनिवर्सिटी बना है, देखा है आपने? बिल्कुल आवाज़ नहीं, कोई हॉर्न नहीं देता यहाँ पे। भीड़ तो लगती ही नहीं कभी, सीधे सीधे रास्ता है, आदमी दिखते नहीं, कोई डिस्टर्ब करने के लिए नहीं है। वो सामने है यहाँ पे। अभी वहीं पे जा रहा हूँ मैं। अगर हो सके किसी से बात कर पाऊँ मैं तो बहुत बढ़िया हो जाएगा यार। और ये पढ़ने के लिए ये ना, ये सबसे बढ़िया जगह हो सकती है। अगर शायद इसीलिए यहाँ पे सारा मेडिटेशन का जो फाउंडेशन जो हुआ है वो यही से हुआ है शायद, जितना लग रहा है मुझे। एरिया है और वहाँ पे यूनिवर्सिटी है। नए बिल्डिंग बन रहे जैसे लग रहा है मुझे वहाँ पे। जो सीमेंट का कलर जो दिख रहा है ग्रे कलर का, वो शायद नए बिल्डिंग बन रहे हैं, और उसके बगल में वो कलर जो है वो लगा हुआ बिल्डिंग पे, वो पुराने लग रहा है। University of Ladakh, Leh campus. So we are moving to University of Ladakh. So these are the Ladakh or Tibetan flags. You know, the wind is blowing on and there are mantras written on it. So it is a belief that when the wind blows across these flags, these mantras, they get spread across these areas. And I think it is all related with natural what do you say, entities like your earth, air, then fire, then water, then your sky. So I believe those mantras are related with that itself. If things come in my hand, like if I become some authority, I'll try to put the best teachers in this university. Reason is the geographical location of this university makes it the best place to study or to meditate or to grasp or to get a grasp of a subject. So there is no external disturbance. So if it is possible, if something I become in future, I'll try to develop this, and I'll see that hostel gets developed here where students can come, stay, study, and move on to the place where they want later on. But this is, I believe, will be the best place to study. So we'll check whether we are allowed to enter in or not. So we are at University of Ladakh. Okay, there was nobody to stop us, so we came all the way inside. So there is a hostel also here. I'll park somewhere. I'll park in a situation where I can, in a position wherein I can take the bike easily out. Okay, it is always better that you park your vehicle in reverse direction. When you have so much of luggage, it becomes extremely difficult for you to move the vehicle by your own self in any direction. So, oh man, okay, my hand gloves are still here. I thought it's there in this top box, but I just left it. They're still here, thank God. So I'll keep them inside, because these hand gloves are one of the very important tools what you require, or else you will not be able to ride at all. So this is the campus of Leh University. So I visited a faculty in this campus, but unfortunately chemistry department is in Kargil campus, and here there were some other departments. As student strength is less, that's why less number of departments are functioning here. But this is the main headquarter of Ladakh University, and Kashmir, I believe it is the sub-center of this university. So chemistry is running there, but I could meet one faculty, could take his number. I asked him, in case if they require some help from my side, whatever bit I can do, I'll be happy. So right now we are heading back either to Sangam point or some other point, or maybe we'll go back to Leh itself, because at that place I can find on the right side some snowing might be happening there. So it is better we leave early. So beautiful campus this is. It's completely empty, and this is the most ideal place to study or to meditate. Now, we being from university or from scientific background, meditation might not be acceptable to many people, but at least study can be done very properly here because there is no external disturbance. ये देखा, ये ऐसे रोड है लद्दाख के। गलती से एक आध गाड़ी सामने से दिख जाती है, नहीं तो गाड़ी भी नहीं दिखती। अपना चलाते रहो आराम से। आजू बाजू देखो, कहीं चट्टानें दिखती है, कहीं बर्फ दिखता है, कहीं नदी दिखती है बहती हुई। ये जो राइट में है ये गुरुद्वारा पत्थर साहब है। तो यहाँ पे पार्किंग में जाते हैं बस, अंदर तो नहीं जाएंगे क्योंकि पिछली बार गए थे हम। बस पार्किंग में से घूम के यहाँ पे देख के वापस जाएंगे। तो काफ़ी कुछ बाइकर आ रखे हैं यहाँ पे। सारे रेंटेड गाड़ी है, कोई चला के नहीं आया। गुरुद्वारा श्री पत्थर साहब। यार ये सामने जो है ना, ये इसे मैग्नेटिक हिल कहते हैं। ऐसा लोगों का ऑब्जर्वेशन है या न्यूज़ फैला रखी है कि वो जो है वो अपनी तरफ खींचता है गाड़ियों को, पर असल में यहाँ पे एक स्लोप है उस तरफ, उस दिशा में जाने वाला, जो आंखों से दिखता नहीं कि स्लोप है वहाँ पे। तो लोगों को लगता है कि हमने फ्लैट सरफेस पे पार्क कर रखी है गाड़ी और अपने आप वो मैग्नेट खींच रहा है अपनी तरफ गाड़ी को। तो अभी सामने जो आएगा वो मैग्नेटिक हिल। One can very clearly make out that there is a slope here which is going in that direction. People, what they have believed that particular mountain has a potential to pull the metal things towards itself, or the material or the entities which are made of iron. It can be pulled because that is called as magnetic hill. But basically there is a slope which pulls the vehicles on that side. Oh. Now this is the place where we need to park, and automatically the vehicle will go on that side. But the reason is it's a slope, and if you leave the brake, yes, I can experience it is going ahead, but the thing is it's a slope. So we clicked few pictures here at the magnetic hill, and now I'm heading to the Sangam point. Gravity is more stronger as compared to any magnetism. It's a proof. You can see it's on steep slope, and this steep slope goes down, and this is the mountain what they are talking about, that it has a magnetic property in it. Magnetic hill. Worst sign what you can find on any road. That indicates that there is a chance that you may encounter shooting stones ahead. Shooting stones are the I'm most fearful of them. Reason is I have been hit by one of the shooting stone, and you cannot predict at what rate you will be shot by that shooting stone, what size of that shooting stone will be. It may be this much smaller, it can be so huge. So it's almost unpredictable, and it can go in any direction. There is no control of it on it. I'm most scared with shooting stone. Nothing else I'm scared of when traveling in Himalayan range. People have already made their ways up to here. Oh, it's in 4th gear. So this is the Indus River which is coming from here. That is the Zanskar River that is coming from there, and this is where they merge and they go ahead together as a Indus River. It goes all the way up to Pakistan, and then afterwards it gets discharged in Arabian Sea. So we are at the Sangam viewpoint. Cannot recognize that this is me. So we could successfully cover these 3 points in our journey. First was Gurudwara Patthar Sahib, second was Magnetic Hill, and this third is Sangam Point. I think I'll go down and check the river from very close by. Quite a lot foreigner I can see here. I don't see this much foreigners in Goa. However, I can see more foreigners here in Ladakh. So this is the world famous Indus River. This is the river which has given the name India to our country. Something very beautiful will be revealed. Sorry, relieved. Something very beautiful will be revealed, and this is it. This is the Sangam of Indus River and Zanskar River. The river which you are seeing there is Indus River, and from the right side a river comes. The river named as Zanskar. So we are heading to the Sangam point. Whenever I have seen this Sangam, it was from very far and on top, from the balcony. So this is the first time I'm coming and approaching here. I think I'll go and at least touch it. I love Ladakh. So from here you cannot make out that there is a Sangam point. Closest point where the Sangam is happening, and I'm checking whether I can go a little bit ahead with my bike as well, because I don't want to leave my bike far away from me. Too much crowded these places have become. These tourist places, people oh no, you can go out, that's it. Okay, there is another spot where we can go ahead and check the river from close position, from close point. Okay, here it is. This is the clear-cut place where you can see Indus is coming from here, Zanskar is coming from here, and you can see so clean water it is. And I don't think I should stay too much long here. So we've shot. Our shot is okay, and we can go ahead now. Next time I'll touch this river. Not now, it's too crowded. And I get scared a bit with my bike. I don't want to leave it in this crowded situation. Let's move now. We'll go again back to our hostel. Oh, from where I came? Cannot understand. Yes, this is the place. Zip line. Okay, let's move ahead. We'll go back to our dormitory. We've done all the places where we had to visit. So I am at Gurudwara Shri Patthar Sahab. So there is a belief that Guruji was moving around this area, and maybe from top there was a monster who wanted to do a harm to Guruji. So he threw a stone, or he just rolled down a stone from top, and that big stone came rolling down and it hit Guruji. And then afterwards the snow, the stone, it turned out to be, or it took properties of wax, and it became soft. So as soon as it hit Guruji, so that stone took shape of Guruji's body. And right now there is a stone inside, wherein it has a mark on it which resembles the body of a human being. And it is a belief that Guruji was not harmed in that particular impact. On the left side, what we can see, that construction, it is the Ladakh University. It's the Leh campus, and this is the headquarters of the university. Some time ago we went there, and now we are going towards Leh city. So some 3 points we've covered during our today's journey. And if you see ahead, a cloud is getting precipitated, or water is getting precipitated, maybe in the form of water, or maybe in the form of ice or snow. So on the left side, what we see is the road that goes to the university. So University of Ladakh, Leh campus, this is it. They don't have, unfortunately they don't have chemistry department here. I went and tried to talk with people who are, if there are some chemistry people there, but they said that there is no campus of, or there is no department of chemistry here. Rather there is a chemistry department that is there in Kargil. So Kargil also comes under University of Ladakh itself. So Kargil campus has chemistry department. So I could not talk with any chemistry person here. But hopefully, maybe in upcoming days, chemistry subject may be introduced in this campus as well. So this is this airport of Ladakh, or Leh. And we are heading to a monastery called as Spituk Monastery. It is very close to Ladakh's Leh city itself. Some people have taken their vehicle there up, so maybe if it is possible we can also take ours, because climbing here is one of the very challenging job. Reason is there is lack of oxygen, and it is a very difficult or hectic task to climb something. So we've reached this Gompa, and I'll show you that I can see one jet fighter there. There are two jet fighters. We are at the Spituk monastery, and I'll show you, it is just right next to Ladakh airport. So this is the runway of Ladakh airport, or Leh airport, and you'll find two fighter jets parked there. Here is our vehicle along with us. And this is the monastery. So we saw this Spituk monastery. So it is just next to Leh city airport, and right now time is 2:20 p.m. and now we are going back to our hostel. We've seen all the points which were there, which we had targeted today. And in this monastery, at the highest place, there was a shrine wherein they had hundreds and quite a lot, maybe thousands of lamps which were burning there. People offer oil here, and that oil they use as a fuel to let the lamp be burning for forever, I believe. So hundreds of lamp I could see there inside that monastery. So this is something unique of this monastery, Spituk monastery. This is very close to Leh city. Now we are heading back to Leh. So on the right side we have Hall of Fame. So I think it must be some museum in order to honor the military personnel or the defense personnel. It has quite a lot ticket. I have heard about that, so I'll not be going there. I'm heading back to my hostel. It is right now almost 2:30 in the afternoon. So I feel that climate is gonna turn out to be bad. So before it turns out to be bad, I think I should reach my destination. So quite a lot military bases are here. This Leh or Ladakh is very close to two hostile countries, one is Pakistan and another is China. So to maintain the presence of defense, Indian government needs to constantly keep a lot of military facilities here and military personnel or defense personnel. Okay, flag of our India. Refueled our vehicle. Just 200 rupees fuel I put up. Last time, at the beginning of the journey, I just put up 500 rupees and it was filled up to the brim. but right now there is 1 mark still remaining. I have just fueled 200 rupees, so I must have consumed more than 2 liters fuel. So we are reaching to our dormitory. It is very close to the main four-way, the four-way which leads us to Srinagar, to Leh city, to Manali route. It is absolutely close to it, and also it is close to airport as well. Okay, thankfully somebody is there for us to open the gate. So we've entered in our dormitory, and this is our dormitory. Quite a lot bikers have come